everyone. Yeah, it's an English cast today. Hello, New York. I,
Oh, hello. Yeah, it's my fault that everyone has to try and speak English today.
uh, it's alright, it's alright. So I'm not the best in English, but it should be good for an hour and a half. We'll see.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I we're in English today for the monthly RPG Cup, and are we on the good thing? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
I can see the
perfect,
game. Looks good.
incredible. So I'll tell time loss to set up everything and I'll explain you the rule. So we have a map called the Freezing Core today, built by Dobry TM. He mapped it, he created it in like 1 month, 2 months, 2 months. He came on the stream and he told me, "Can I build a map?" And I said, "Yeah, you can."
Please, I'm begging you.
Solidly. So he built this, which is an insane map, super duper difficult. Uh, the players trained a lot. They had 1 week instead of only three,
Hmm.
3 days to train. So that's
Oh,
not a lot
that's
because
really not a lot.
yeah, yeah. But for this map, it's even 1 week is not enough. I think like it's super hard. Nobody I don't even think that Hazard will do a very clean run today.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
so
guess we're gonna find out.
yeah,
Like there's only what like one person has the author time at the moment. Is that right?
yeah,
That's
it's right. Two
oh
actually.
Lord. Okay,
Hazard and
okay,
Arsenal.
okay. Well, that's better, I guess. At least, yeah.
Yeah, so only two players after 1 week. That's not a lot. But the map actually had three updates.
Hmm.
One for the checkpoint 6, one for the checkpoint 20, and the other one I can't remember. It's like it was
Change
up at the
something.
beginning. Yeah, I think it was checkpoint 22. So we'll see. It's a monthly RPG channel. No, room. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say that I personally love the overlays on the server and the fact that on the left side of the screen they overlap.
Oh yeah, that's. I did not know I saw
Like,
that.
honestly, just, ooh, I love it. It makes it very easy to tell what's going on. It's great.
We have
I'm
to
looking forward to seeing it
guess.
though. Like, yeah, the fact that there are a couple of players who, at least even with minimal practice time, look like they are pretty even on the map. Asano and Hazard both coming in with that author time, and then I don't know, decent times as well. We'll see how well they can actually drive today, I guess, because managing to get the author time once or getting the author time repeatedly, or at least close to it, is two very different things in RPG.
Yeah. The map is so long, you have to be concentrated for like 5 minutes. You have 1 minute break, and you go back for 5 minutes full concentrated. That's giga hard, like a lot.
Hmm.
I don't know if you ever played a cup or a mini or RPG map.
I've definitely played some RPG maps in the past. I like RPG maps. I did a lot of the when the Frontiers guys were doing all of their what did they call that series? The
Oh
like
yeah,
sci-fi based one.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Uh, I
can't
played
remember.
most of those maps.
Yeah.
And I've played some of Black Pulse's maps. I like RPG because like my favorite way to play most games is to just like put on something on a second monitor and then just like relax and play. And RPG is a really good style for that because you're like, I'm just gonna bang my head off this for ages. Like it doesn't matter if I'm getting good times. Like, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going.
Ah
And
yeah.
it's
So you,
perfect.
you didn't end them up.
Well, no. I still
Uh,
finished the map. It's just
uh,
very slow. It's, well, here we go. Nice 40-minute map. This will take me the next 5 hours or so. That's perfect. That's Sunday sorted out.
yeah. So right now we have one warm up, only one. So it's like 5 minutes, something like this. And
Hmm.
after we'll go in rounds on the map. Players will so lose points every round. They start with 201 points, so they can do last two rounds, and after they just can't lose because they lose up to 100 points each round, and that's a lot. That's half of your
Yep.
point you have at the start.
Pretty bad.
So it's only the last ones that will lose 100 points. I don't know how to explain,
I
but
think
like the person that finished
yeah,
just
it's
before.
like it's like 6 points different. We've 17 players in the lobby, right? So it's like 6 points difference between 17th and 16th, and then 16th and 15th, and so on,
Yeah,
all the way up. I
approximately,
think.
yeah, too good at maths.
Yeah. Well, it's because I know if there was 20 players, it'd be a 5 point difference because you
Ah,
just divide
yeah.
by 100 by 20, and then I don't know. I just knocked off 3, and it's probably about 6. I doubt we're going to be doing decimals here, right? Players aren't going to be losing like 5.1 points per round or anything.
Yeah, it's a high AQ stream today. So.
Calculators ready? There will be a test.
I hope you heard everything. The first one does not lose points. That's important. So basically, Hazard last time didn't lose any point at all during the whole competition. So,
Jesus.
yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, he just ended first at each round. We're like, oh my god.
Hazard is a pretty good RPG player, it turns out. Like, I don't know if anyone's noticed this before, but I think he might be pretty good at playing RPG.
Yeah, I think we'll see today, but yeah, I'm not sure. We have some sides out today. Not sure that Hazard will manage to win. He's not good
I guess
enough.
we'll see. Yeah. He's still pretty good. I've been really enjoying in the Challenger League. We had Ascent have qualified this season, and
Okay.
obviously that's Arthanir and Zerar, who are both pretty experienced RPG players as well.
Yeah.
And like watching them play is really fun because like they're very good at a lot of the identities on the maps. Like when it comes down to it, they're losing rounds and they're losing time on like the more normal parts of the maps, right? Like they're not as fast as other players there. And then on the weird jumps and like, having to do stupid things, they're like really quick and you're like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. These are definitely RPG players.
Yeah, that's just card control, so it's RPG.
Yeah. Yeah,
What you learn.
100%. Like, it's really fun. RPG drivers are the best drivers. I don't know. It's obviously.
Yeah, for sure. That doesn't mean that I'm good, but yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't call myself an RPG driver. I'm an RPG trier. It's
Enjoy, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, let's say that.
Spectator from a distance.
Like to watch and that's all. Yeah, just watching. So.
Oh, I'm so glad. My food did just arrive right before this started, so I'm still digesting, and it's making me very sleepy. I finished eating about 1 minute before this stream went live. I ordered it like over an hour ago. It took so fucking long to get here. Oh, sorry. I don't know if I probably shouldn't be
so long.
Whoops.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
My brain is shutting down. Oh no.
You'd sleep like 3 rounds and I'll be here.
Yeah, a quick nap.
Yeah.
What's the timeout actually after the first player finishes? I assume we still have like a timeout.
Yeah, the player will have 3 minutes because it's super difficult. So usually it's like 1 to 2 minutes, and today it will be 3 because the map is hard. So I hope that everybody will be able to finish during those 3 minutes. If Hazard is not fast enough, it should be good.
Hazard is just driving like 4-minute times.
Yeah, if we
Honestly,
have a world
if
record,
anyone gets into the 4 minute, yeah, that'd be kind of sick. I hope so. I like seeing world records. It's always fun.
Yeah. It's insane. Like the guy is just finishing far away in the distance. You can see him finish, and other are like at half of the map.
Yeah. Me, anytime I play any RPG in the like, yep, there they go.
Yeah.
I know what to do. I'm just not capable. That's the hardest thing about being like mediocre at RPGs is like especially when I'm pathfinding is sometimes I will try something and be like, oh no, that's not possible. So like I'll stop trying it and I'm like, it must be something else. And then like eventually I realize, no, that was the way. I just didn't have enough skill to do it.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, and you're like, I've wasted so much time thinking this could not possibly be it because like it's just not possible, and then it is very much possible. I've
Yeah.
gotten better at not doing that. Like, I know I'm better at like actually figuring out when something is possible and like when I should be going for something. But yeah, for a long time, starting out on RPGs, that's a problem.
uh, you learn what's possible every map. You're like,
Hmm.
that's not possible, and you finish it, and okay, it was, it was.
Man, it wasn't just possible, it was actually kind of easy. That's really embarrassing.
Yeah. Just bad, okay, so.
Yeah, just trash. Oh no. Yeah, yeah. Indeed, very called out here. This is very accurate to my RPG experience.
Oh no. So,
It's good though. It's true. Like I think with any map style though, like you kind of figure out more as like you play as well. Just like what's normal. Like it's true of RPG more than a lot of other map styles, right? Like kind of figuring out how things go. But like even in tech, for example, like you get more used to how like mappers build. So like when you go to play a map for the first time, it's easier to like sight read it than play it. Like play it well, or if not perfectly, but like know what you're doing the first time. You know what I mean? Like you get used to it with any map style, I think.
yeah, maybe I'm not sure that I get what you want to say.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think you said it very well.
But I think it's like you brake, you turn, you
Yeah, yeah,
press
yeah.
forward, and you brake, you
Or
turn,
like
and
what like exact like what kind of turn players put after like mappers put after types of turns, So you're like, like this type of turn, like or he puts in a hairpin, normally he's gonna put in something else afterwards, kind
ah,
of thing,
yeah, yeah. So repetition
Like
is well known.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, 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 yeah. And like lots of different mappers, like, people take inspiration from each other. So like you see a lot of players do similar things when they're mapping, which is cool and so, as well if it's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I again did not say that well at all.
Yeah.
You know what? It's fine. Hey, these
Yeah,
guys
it's
are
fine.
pretty fast at this map so far. This is it's a tight race.
Yeah, yeah, it's the first one, like super close. Well, 1 minute and a half almost on the map, and they're like 1 or 2 seconds apart from each other. And we are entering the first hard trick. Like here, you have to land perfectly on the grass, no, on the dirt part, and then you turn on the bobsleigh, and you don't do what Luther does.
Yeah, and Tarpor fully crashed into the ceiling as well.
Yeah.
Pretty rough. I think Tarpor may have no, didn't survive at all. Is a long way further down at the moment now. But there is 3 drivers still at the top who were surviving. Sidzer crashed out on the reactor rings just there. So it's Hazard and Asano who are very close to each other now at the top still.
Yeah, at the end of the backwards are going that not even 1/10 apart from each other, like.
Jesus. Yeah.
That's not usual for RPG at all.
No.
We never see that actually, especially on this map where you can crash at every checkpoint. There's so many ways to fail.
I bet I could find new ones.
Yeah. At each round, you're like, oh, I can fail here. Okay.
Oh, sick. I've never even failed there before. What a great thing to find out. I'm going to lose 100 points.
Yeah. So yeah, on this raid you can have too much speed. You have to be very careful on your release. And Asuno is going just insane. Like he is already 2 seconds in front of Hazard. And he trained a lot. The world record is currently held by Hazard in 5 minutes and 3 seconds, I guess, from head. Don't remember. And Hazard failed a lot. He had to respawn here, so Hasuno is the only guy. He's alone. He just have to finish right now, so he doesn't
Yeah.
lose point. And what's happening behind Delawid overtook Hazard too. He's there in the ice spots. Oh, Delawid respawned. So yeah, as you can see, they overtake, then they re-overtake, and re-overtake. It's like it's hard to follow.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a back and forth. Exactly. And like it's Like I do really like the design of this map, but like there's a lot of similar blocks used. Asno failed, by the way. Hazard has caught all the way back up, and Asno has to go the safer way. So it's gonna take me at least a couple of minutes to figure out where we are every time I jump to someone new, because I do not recognize the parts of the map yet.
Yeah, the decoration is approximately the same everywhere, so if you don't know
I mean,
where we are,
like there's enough unique looking tricks. Like, you know, there's plenty like this trick that Hazard is
this
doing
trick,
at the moment is like very unique, you know, like so once I learn which order the tricks are in, it'll be great. But up until that point,
yeah,
it's gonna take me a while to figure out.
you don't learn where we are on the map, you learn where are the trick on the map.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that helps way more.
Yeah. So
Ooh, Hazard
Hazard had to,
respawning.
yeah, he had to respond. This checkpoint is very hard. It doesn't look like that, but because it's just a high slide. But if you don't take the high slide as it's wanted, yeah, you fail and you fail and you fail. That's because he's too much on the right, on the high slide, so he can't get enough speed before the reactor booster, and he had to respawn. And with the Dolawid another time in the first place at the free wheel with Sizer right with him. We are on the head of at the end of the map, like 2 checkpoints remaining. It's not a lot, and not enough fail possible for the last players to recover now. So Dolawid had a huge slowdown here on the grass slide. All good, not enough speed for Dolawid to come back on Sizer, and Sizer respawn, and Dolawid is now in first place on the almost last checkpoint of the map. We saw
Second place at the moment. Asino is still somewhere up the road. Asino just finished. Deloitte is in second, but it's a pretty solid second place. You know?
Oh yes, also I didn't.
Yeah, no, I know. Asino was genuinely so far ahead that
I
it
didn't
looked
even
like
saw
Deloitte was winning. Yeah. No, I know. Like I was just kind of like looking. I was like, man, Deloitte is doing really well. And I look at the scoreboard and I'm like, Asino is a long way in front. Like Asino finishes 25 seconds in front of anyone else there. That's really impressive.
Yeah, so a very good time from Asno during the rounds, but yes, sub 6 minutes is pretty good in one actually.
Hmm.
It doesn't look like that, but Sizer did a really good job.
Hmm.
And where is Hazard? He's finishing actually. He's finishing in the at the yeah eighth, five place, fifth, yeah.
It could. Do you know what? It could have been worse. It could
Yeah,
have been
yeah.
a lot better, but it definitely could have been worse. Hazard was a lot further down the leaderboard, even on like checkpoint 18. I think he was a little bit lower down than that, and I think the same thing kind of true for Tarpor as well, who definitely fell a long way down early on in the map, and then managed to recover a lot from kind of checkpoint 15 on, gained back a lot of those places and finished with third place. So pretty impressive. And Deloitte as well, very good at the end of the map. Sidzer will be maybe a little bit upset. It was second and third place between Deloitte and Sidzer up until checkpoint 18, I think, and then Sidzer just drops down to fourth place at the end. Could have been very close, but there's still a couple of close races going on. Plenty of time for players still to finish.
Yeah, so a lot of players that didn't finish. I think for your only hope, Seven, it will be hard to finish. Maybe if he's consistent enough, he will be able to finish. He's on the last part of the map, last checkpoint. It's almost press forward right here, but you have a tight right turn right here. That's kinda hard when you don't know the map. You just come out of the looping and you're like, oh, I have to turn right, and you forget and you go straight forward into the wall. But yeah, and oh,
Uh-oh.
yeah,
Oh, he can go for the lower one. He's got time. He's got time.
yeah,
Plenty
yeah.
of time.
30 seconds to do 3 meters. It's alright.
Nearly. Yeah, the slowdown block at the end, it's going to be very depressing if someone loses to that.
Oh yeah, it will be sad.
I mean, very funny as well, but
Oh yeah,
also
yeah.
very sad.
Oh, for us it's very funny, but
Yeah, less for the players. Yeah, yeah. That's true.
yeah, and will the time lost have enough time to finish? Yeah, 10 seconds to do press forward should be good.
Unless.
And
Oh.
done. Okay, so only one person did not finish, and we are far ahead from other. Oh, no, okay. We are first, we are first.
And it's 7. I was pretty close with my 6 point guess on a loss between the places. It's actually 7 points in between every place.
Yeah,
So
yeah, a good
pretty close.
math.
Yeah, my brain is huge.
Way too good on maths.
Mm.
Uh,
Something
so
my maths teachers never told me. I used to watch. I used to spend a lot of time in maths class watching professional League of Legends gameplay. I
ah.
spent a lot of time in maths because I was actually pretty good at maths, and so like I don't know how your maths classes worked, but most of the time my maths classes would be like the teacher would just say, "We're doing this subject. Here's like 20 maths questions." So like everyone can work through them in their own time. You just need to get these 20 done, and then the teacher would go through them at the same time at the front of class. You get me?
Yeah,
But like, so the teacher is going slower. So if you don't get it, you just wait for the teacher. But if you do get it, you can just go forward and do them all yourself. So what I would do was just pick one question that's like, if there was 20 questions, I'd pick like number 13. I would turn to a new page in my notebook and then write like 13 and do like half of it on the top left of the notebook. So it looked like I'd already done the other 12 and now started a new page. So, so then if the teacher comes around, I put away my phone where I'm watching League of Legends and just pretend to work on the question like I'm on number 13.
Okay, kids, you didn't heard anything of what happened.
Just it was a top tier plan. It worked flawlessly. I'm really well at that.
just were too good. Also just.
Yeah. And then
Oh my god.
in my Latin class, I would play Sudoku. It was
Oh, original.
Yep.
Like, yeah, the end of the world is like this, and you were like, do I put a 6 or a 9 here?
Yep. It was pretty great. Good times. Man, I miss school. Back when you didn't have to try that hard. It was fantastic.
Yeah, when you're at school and you have your diploma by just going at school, it's just
Yeah, just by showing up. Yeah.
perfect, perfect.
Yeah. And then I got to college, and oh boy, it
Oh
did
no.
not go that well. Turns out I had trained myself to not be able to study at all.
Oh no. Yeah, that's the point where you see you have to study with some hoe.
Yep.
You don't know how to do.
Yep.
So yeah,
Oh boy. Hey,
full skill.
Asino's driving really quick again.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was watching the time loss from the beginning, but yeah, there's a great battle between Delawid and Hazard. Where's Asuno?
Mm.
Oh, I didn't click on him.
A long way up the leaderboard.
Yeah.
I think Asino went through checkpoint 12 at pretty much the exact same time that the two cars behind went through checkpoint 11. Like that's
Okay.
yeah. Like he is over a full checkpoint ahead of the two cars chasing.
He has so much lead now, and
Yeah.
he just one shots the ice parts, which is very hard. I saw him train a bit,
Mm.
and he just constantly respawned at these parts, and right now he's just way too good. Right?
Cruising.
He's not respawning at all.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Has he actually respawned once yet on this run?
Uh,
Like that's
I'm not
and if he
sure.
hasn't, that's crazy. Like going for a fully clean run with no respawns would be I'd be very impressed. I don't know how often that actually happens in the monthly RPG cups. Like do players regularly like you see at least once like players get no respawn round, or is it just like never happens?
It depends. Like usually maps are
Never
way
mind.
easier off. Possible.
Well, the dream is dead anyway, I guess. So.
That's sad. Maybe next round. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but usually maps are way easier than this one. So Hazard is like just performing. He's not responding at all, and just
Mm.
he's consistent at like 5 second to 10 second do world records. So just hard to follow. But other players like Delawid, that's almost here, is
Mhm.
respawning like 1 or 2 times.
Mm.
Not this one, not this one, not this map. But yeah. Oh, he's third actually. That's good.
Yep.
And we have Hazard that's just behind Hasuno at the end of the map. Almost last checkpoint. It's only a backflip, a right turn, and a left turn. Should be good.
Hazard has caught a long way up. There was that one respawn in the middle of the map, cost Asino a lot of time, and it's going to be close to the finish now. I think you know, we've looked at it. These players are pretty good at finishing. It's not too difficult at the end. They've gotten the hard parts out of the way, and Asino will finish in first place, 5:18 on a 5:20. Those are both really good times. You know, you talked last round, you were like, yeah, 6 minutes is a very solid time, and I agree. 6 minutes looks like a very solid time. And there's first and second finishing within 2 seconds of each other with, you know, 5:18 and 5:20. That's crazy.
That's just insane. So, and we are seeing Caesar finishing third, and he failed the end because you can fail actually the hard end. And
Yeah,
just not finishing.
I believe it. It's just the issue being that we've only seen the good players, like the players who practiced a lot, do it at the moment, and they're not failing it a lot. But Sizer still gets the finish, and Deloitte gets fourth, and that means that I think no, they don't. They do swap places from last time around when Sizer had to fall a little bit further down.
Yeah, maybe I don't remember the battle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yo.
Oh boy. Oh, that's. Has he lost places for that? Is there other cars? Did Tommy Gunn, I think, manage to finish because of that? I think so. Either way.
He was a bit in front of Yog, but what happened?
Just, hit a rock and went for a wicked point. That's, you know, Twiggy, who does the code-casting with me for the Challenger League, has introduced the Wicked Cup there, where if players do something wicked and then finish, they get a bunch of points, and he's been keeping track of that.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Yog, it's not a thing here in monthly RPG.
No, time lost. We have to develop something.
Wicked points. Yeah, you have to make sure though it's not something that is just part of, like for Edis here, who I've just been watching, who has just bounced off 2 rocks and then gone upside down through a checkpoint. I'd give wicked points for that. That was kind of a banger.
So now players just have to hit a wall and they have some points.
Yeah, well, you know, the main thing is you still actually have to like get a finish, or you still have to like be making a good effort to get somewhere. You know, you can't just like go for a flip off the side of the map and not finish.
Yeah.
That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention that if you don't finish the map, you don't lose 100 points, you lose 120 points. So actually, who is not finishing? Johan Job. If he doesn't finish, he's eliminated. Oh no, he has 3 points left. Okay, so just finish Johan Job. And that's forward, and that's good. But like, we have Athuto that only gets, quick math, more than 10 points remaining.
It's a few. Yeah. There's a couple of players eliminated there. ProLab Show'em is gone. So yeah.
Yeah, I think they weren't playing, so it's alright. But Asuto can't finish last. He has to finish in 3rd or 4th place to.
He has to finish
Yeah,
first or second. Good luck.
Yeah, just hope that Asuno and Hazard will fail. I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I think it's pretty unlikely, and even if they do fail, I think like between Sidezor, Deloitte, and Tarpor, there's like other players who have been not that far away either.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I can see that Hasuno didn't only finish first for the 2 first rounds, so that's good.
Yeah,
he's in front of Hazard and Sider, and that's insane. Hazard had because the winner will have a 3D printed trophy after the
really?
cup. Yeah, he'll get this.
That's sick.
Yeah. And Hazard, when he managed to just pulverize the cup, had a small trophy where it was written on it, "You did okay."
Oh, that's so good. I love that.
Yeah, if you wanna see, it's on the monthly RPG Cup Discord, and you can see there's a little a guy on the trophies was like, okay, just looking at you.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
uh, he did okay. Basically, just didn't lose any points, so it's okay. So will Asuno manage to do the same today? We'll see. We'll see. He's a bit. He's still a tenth apart from Hazard. That's insane. Like, just choke, guys.
Dude, someone has to choke eventually. I mean, the issue is the last couple of rounds, one of them has choked eventually. And honestly, I think it'd be even cooler if both of them made it to the end of this map without making a mistake. Would be
Yeah.
really impressive. I mean,
Yeah.
Sizer is right here as well. Like, Sizer is just behind Hazard.
Oh yeah, I didn't see him. That's
Like,
yeah.
there's 3 players here. Sizer is now winning. Sizer has just come from nowhere. He's driven really quickly through that section.
It's just insane. And there's star power. Oh no, he's 10 seconds behind, but that's still
Oh.
just behind. So 3 players like Hasuno and Sizer are now Milky Ways from. I don't remember when they came or where they began being Milky Ways, but Milky Ways were the biggest and the best RPG team on Trackmania 2. So they're just very, very good players. Being Milky Way player just only shows up like you are god on RPG.
Yeah, I love that you were saying it then as well. And unfortunately, they're very good on Trackmania 2, and then Sizer slides out on ice, the surface that wasn't in Trackmania 2. Yeah, I mean, hey, that makes sense to me, I get it.
Yeah, yeah, you can see the Trackmania 2 players, they don't want
They're
ice on
struggling on the
map.
ice right now. They're not having a good time.
Yeah. And Asuno, yeah, I just had to say that they're really good and they just full crash. That's
Yeah. It's a classic. The caster curse, it always works.
yeah, sadly. But maybe Asuno will lose points this round, and so he'll be closer to Hazard and Sizer. So yeah, because even if players are eliminated, the last one will always lose 100 points. So when there are 2 players remaining, it's like last one. When
Yeah.
it's just the last one will lose 100 points and the other one not point at all. So it will be pretty fun, pretty interesting too. Yeah. But Hazard is away.
Quick.
He is in space.
Yeah, he was pretty quick. Okay, he's still pretty quick. He's gonna make it to another checkpoint soon. He'll be fine. He is
Yeah.
still a checkpoint ahead of everyone else for the moment, I think. So, yeah, Sizer is still just getting up to that point as well. So Hazard is still a long way in front.
Yeah, he's at the last checkpoint here. Only the hard thing to not fail.
Yep, for sure. Definitely not going to fail. The hard fail. Look, he is.
Oh!
You know what? We
And
tried really hard to make him fail there, and it didn't work.
I have to verify something. I think that's world record actually.
I think it's 100th behind the world record.
Oh no!
Yeah, it is 13 thousandths behind the world record. The current world record
Oh, yeah.
is Hazard with 5:03.635. That's honestly unlucky,
But that's insane. That's an insane time. Okay.
That's still so quick. Yeah, it's really stupid. But, not a world record.
That's sad. When world
Jeez.
record Hazard? When?
Yeah. I do want to start typing it in server, but I think, there's still other cars driving and stuff. It would be bad manners to try and distract them by giving out to Hazard for not getting the world record.
Yeah, but that's fun, so it's okay.
Also, where did Asno finish that round? Ooh, minus 38 points. That's
a lot.
That's a few. It's not exactly 7 points in between every place. I think it's like 7.5 technically.
Yeah, when it's 0.5, it's
Yeah, and then like
the
it
number,
rounds. It
up,
rounds.
the
Yeah.
number. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's Asno finished in like 5th place that time around, which is still pretty good. It's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
quick.
And
It's all right.
he still be ahead of Hazard and Sizer, like
Mm.
way ahead. So it's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, he's
If you
okay.
win multiple rounds in a row, you're gonna be fine. It turns out.
Yeah, and Camille have 1 minute in order to finish to do 2 checkpoints. It should be good. We didn't see anyone not able to finish, I think.
Yeah, I'm not. I think maybe in like round one player, Acido didn't finish, but other than that,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
pretty much everyone has finished every round. Although we will be saying goodbye to Acido in this round, who did not come in the top 2, unfortunately, to manage to stay in.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that Kamel will overtake the guy in front, but he did. I don't know. I don't know what was the Tommy Gun position.
Tommy Gunn finished 12th just
Yeah.
now.
Uh,
So
I saw he was in front of Camille, so I was like,
yeah, no,
yeah,
Camille managed to overtake
alright.
at the end, which is pretty good.
Yeah. And I just saw that Asuno is behind Hazard, actually, not in front,
Oh my god!
by three
Wait a second.
points.
Well, all right, it's still pretty good, I guess.
Ah, yeah. Like you see, he still has 166 points, and a lot of players are already eliminated. Oh!
And that.
Thanks, time loss for the sub.
Huge. This goes directly into the materials for printing off the 3D trophy. Is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pays for the plastic.
He still doesn't know, but he'll have to print it and send it because I don't have my 3D printer at home.
Yeah, we're saying it in English, not French, right? There's no way Time Lost also speaks English.
No, he can't speak English. No, it's good, it's good. Oh, yeah. He understood.
Way. My French is flawless as well. We should definitely do a stream where we do a French broadcast that
Yeah, would be insane.
Je parle beaucoup des mots.
Oh yeah. C'était très bien dit ça. Ouais.
My French used to be decent, but
Did you
I
love
didn't
French?
speak it for like 4 years. Yeah, I did French in school, and then when I was like 16, I did a trip where I came and like lived in a school in France for like a month.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So I did do like, and when I say like it wasn't even an exchange, I literally was the only like English speaking student and got abandoned in a like boarding school for a month. So I had the choice. I was like try and learn a bit more French or just don't speak to anyone for 4 weeks, which I decided to learn a little bit more French.
Oh yeah. So you can't speak English, so you have to learn.
Yep.
Yeah. And where was the school?
Granville, up in Normandy.
Okay. Yeah, not the best place in France, but it's okay.
It's just very rainy.
Yeah, that's Normandy, yeah.
It was the exact same as Ireland, except everyone spoke French, and I was like, oh man. There was like there was other students who did the like same trip, and like some of them came back and they were like, yeah, it was lovely. I was in like the middle of France or a little bit towards the south, and like the weather was great, and I was like, fuck.
Normandy, yeah. That's good. We have the beach.
We have the beach, we have the rain, we have what's the name of the crepe they have up there though? They have like the savory type of crepe. That's really good.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know this part of France.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm looking it up. Don't worry. You keep talking about the round that's going on, and I'm looking up the crepes in Normandy.
Okay. So Hazard, who is first, far ahead of Tarper currently, he's a checkpoint ahead. Like, 2 checkpoints ahead. That's okay. Just go ahead, Hazard. We'll see what Tarpo and Tommy Gunn are doing. They're not so far from each other. They're like only 3 seconds apart from each other. Will Tarpo fail and give the position to Tommy Gunn, who has 2? I saw him in red at the beginning of the round, so he must finish third in order to stay in the cup. If not, he will be eliminated this round, but should be good. He is ahead of Yog, who is 5 seconds behind. It's alright, he can save. He just has to not fail this checkpoint. So I slide. Does he have enough speed? I don't think so. Yeah, he has to respawn. Dolawid has a strategy here. He double respawn every time. So he's consistent on it. That's
That makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
it's just actually getting through is better than doing it perfectly. It's,
yeah.
there's the phrase in English is, don't let perfect be the enemy of good, or perfect is the enemy of good. If you try to do things perfectly, sometimes you just won't accept good enough, and especially in RPG rounds, good enough is good enough. You
Yeah.
just got to get there faster than everyone else. You don't have to do it the fastest you possibly can.
Yeah. Just go at the next checkpoint, and that's very good.
Yeah.
And
Also, I found the name of the crepes. They were galettes.
okay, maybe
They're really good.
I don't know. Okay, I have to go to Normandy to go see this
Yeah, I think
place.
they're technically a Breton thing, not a Normandy thing, but it's all the same. It's all the same place.
Yeah, it's North France. It's okay.
Yeah. It's where they have the weird accents and they talk too fast.
Oh yeah. Actually, they speak way faster in the south of France, and we
Oh,
have
really?
this weird south accent. Like
It's the
you,
same in Ireland.
I don't know how to say it, but like in France, if you want some bread, you would say, je veux du pain,
Wait.
and and in the south of France, they would say, je veux du pain.
Oh.
You have this
Ew.
ENG at the end of the words.
Yeah, that's it's the same in Ireland, both in English and in Irish. Like both
Oh.
languages, there's some really weird accents.
Okay, I went to
Like-
Ireland actually 7 years ago.
Ooh, which
Yeah.
part of Ireland?
In Dublin.
Oh, it's a nice part of Ireland.
Yeah.
That's where most people are. Yeah.
Very.
But like in Dublin as well, like even in Dublin, there's like 4 or 5 like very distinct accents.
No.
Like, yeah,
that's-
like I don't know if you can like because I have a relatively neutral accent. I know everyone says that, but I know that it's true for me. But then like you have like the inner city Dublin and they all talk like this and they're very like go on man, like how you doing there pal, you have a shoe Bob there, spare some change man. And then you have like over on the rich side of the city where they all talk like this and they're all very yeah man, we'll go play some rugby this afternoon, have a few pints afterwards, like how's everyone doing boys, see you all down at the pub later. It's very
I love
very
accents so much.
yeah. Like but like literally, there's also variations of all of those accents as well. Like there's very distinct accents, but like you can almost tell in inner city Dublin, especially. Maybe less so nowadays, but like 40 years ago, you could probably tell what street someone was from with like their accent.
The streets.
Maybe like that's a slight exaggeration, but not much of
Yeah,
one. Like
where
it
he's
is-
from.
There's a lot of accents. There's like 5 million people in Ireland. There's like 5 million accents in Ireland. Like it's pretty impressive. And then you go down to Cork or whatever, and they have their own accent. And you go to Kerry, and they sound very similar to a Cork accent. But like again, you can tell that someone's from Kerry and not from Cork. It's crazy. I'm not even gonna try and do a Kerry accent.
Oh no.
I mean, you can't even understand them. They talk like this the whole time. They go on like this. And honestly, if you weren't from Ireland, you wouldn't know what they were saying. It's impossible. That
Oh
was a
my
pretty
god.
solid attempt at a Kerry accent. I don't know if you picked up a single word that I said in the middle
Yeah.
there.
I did understood.
That was
Yeah,
good.
it's okay.
That's how you know I didn't do it very well.
Okay. Yeah, I won't go to Krakow, I guess.
It's a good plan. gonna come after me now.
No, no.
This is a really
Okay.
close round.
Yeah, I was seeing that, and I was also seeing that a lot
Definitely.
of players got eliminated last round.
Mm.
Camille got eliminated, Ruiz got eliminated, Tommy Gun, Johan Hope. By head, I'm not sure about what I'm saying, but yeah.
Yeah. Time lost gone as well at some point. You know, rough, rough.
Ah,
You'd
he's
think the
out.
admins would. Yeah. I thought you were just maybe you just weren't mentioning him to be toxic, you know? Maybe you just didn't notice.
Oh, he was playing in Chile.
I thought he was just here watching. That's where the sub came from, you know?
Oh yeah, but I
um,
also saw that Asuno lost 100 points, and that's
yeah,
lots. And as you
yeah.
can see, players are losing 20 more points.
Mhm.
After, yeah, I don't even know how to say that, but they are 20 points apart from each other. So if you were first and you finish second, you lose 20 points. Third, 20 more points, etc. etc. And that's a lot. They are not that far from being eliminated. I see Yog, that's in red, so that means that if he stays like this for the entire run, he's out. And that's sad. Where's the
Yogg,
Lorid?
yeah. Only just in front of Yogg at the moment.
Yeah, I can see that.
Literally about 30 meters up the road. Yogg can probably smell him at this point.
Yeah, he can smell the the
Perfumes,
tires
like
and
yeah,
yeah.
the exhaust. Yep.
Uh,
Oh, he's gonna be able to do more than that. He's gonna pass him.
oh, that's
That's tough.
insane. Oh, and another Stellarwid that might be eliminated this round. He's last, he will lose 100 points, that's way too much. And Yogg will still lose too much points. Did anyone finish? No, Hazard is at the no break parts. I, I can see multiple start strategies at the no break. Some are
Hmm.
going exterior, some interior. Like, yeah. What's the fastest routes? I don't know. There are too much strategies in this map.
It's too complicated for my tiny
Yeah.
brain.
And Hazard
But
just doesn't get these isolate parts. He's constantly respawning. I can hear Asuno that's managed to go at the next checkpoint before Hazard, and he's a bit behind. You are in free wheel on this checkpoint, so one fail, yeah, you just have to respawn after. So we'll say
this is going to be one of the slower rounds. With like, you know, it's kind of crazy. Like the players have been driving really, really quick, but like this has been all over the place. Like so many overtakes with so many respawns.
yeah. So, they're playing this map for 4 rounds, no? 5? Don't remember. So it's starting
A
to
few.
be a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of concentration, like, it's complicated.
Yeah, my brain, I can't focus for this long. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough.
And Asuno will manage to finish first. So Asuno just finishes first or last. There's no in between.
Yeah. 0 point loss or 100 point loss. That's all that Asano is willing to do tonight.
Or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll finish first this round. Maybe Hazard that just overtook Caesar. Will he manage to finish second? Yeah, that's given to him. And which is also in front of Caesar. What's Caesar doing? He doesn't get the outfit, I guess.
Which that's a big deal, right? That's
Yeah.
more points than lost for a sideser who can't really afford them all that much. Tarpor will drop to just above 60. Sideser will drop to about 40, and then Yogg and Deloid will both be eliminated as they finish in 5th and 6th place. And that means only 4 players left.
Yeah, only 4. If Yogg fails,
Oh, well, yeah,
manage.
if Yogg, yeah, Deloid can stay in technically, all right?
Yeah, he'll have 7 points, so he just has to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that
Unfortunately, both of them go for the safe finish, and that means no way to catch.
yeah, that's done for the Unity side. It's best team.
Is it? That's crazy. Why is it the best team, Zederate? As I see your Unity tag flash up on the stream.
I don't know. Yeah, just because they are the best players in Unity.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
really the best personalities all around,
yeah.
Do we have 4 players left or 5 players left?
Only four. Yeah.
Okay, I thought I counted 5 there for a second somehow, and I was like, wait a second, there's only meant to be 4 of them here. No,
Yeah.
it's 4. I can't count apparently.
Can't count, but can do calculus if you want by
Yeah,
head.
very badly apparently. This is really bad for Tarpor, who's like gonna be what many seconds behind, is what I'm gonna say. I don't know how many, but it's a lot. Like you can see, everyone is going back through that checkpoint for the second time after doing the loop around. Tarpor only going through for the first time, and Tarpor's only on 63 points. This would be a pretty massive fallout. It would drop pretty quickly from having been plus 100 all the way down.
Yeah, all the players apart from Hazard have to finish first or second,
Mm.
or they will be eliminated. So I think that 2 players might be eliminated this round,
Yeah.
and this will be pretty tough. I think.
Yeah, I mean, Hazard could, crash a few times and let another player into the top 2 so that we have 3 players the next round, but I don't think Hazard is going to do that.
Uh, sadly for the other players, yeah, he's too good, way too good.
Seems unlikely. So this is also probably then the second last round.
Yeah, yeah,
Like we
probably.
could, there is a way that we could get another round after that. I don't know exactly what the path is, but I feel like it involves Hazard winning this round and then coming second in the next round, and we probably get another round after the next one. But
Yeah,
uh, this is probably the second last round.
yeah, maybe if he finishes other than first, we have on 3 rounds remaining. I think something like this. So yeah,
I've
quick math.
seen. Sorry, I've seen that Deloitte is in chat there, and I just want to take this opportunity to finally say that obviously my second name is Delamere, and Deloitte does sound like something that someone would have called me in secondary school to make fun of me. So every time I see it, I'm like, is that someone talking to me? Is that meant to be me?
Yeah. Yeah, I
But it's
told him
not.
I have a guy that's called Delamer. I want you to be named Delawid.
Yeah, that sounds like what something a 13-year-old boy would say, right?
Yeah, but I'm not so.
Yeah.
I guess.
Look, mentally, I've never gotten past that. Hey, Hazard has dropped down into 4th place at the moment. We might get 3 players into the next round after all.
Oh, he's second.
No, never
Isn't
mind.
he?
He's back to second.
Uh,
Yeah, he's second. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
it's
It was the race ranking was lying to me. It's because it just said the race ranking just says what time they went through the last checkpoint at. It doesn't count which checkpoint it is. I see.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so like Hazard goes through this one and he goes down to 4th place, even though he's actually in 1st.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's just whoever is the most recent person to go through a checkpoint will be in 4th place.
I never thought that.
That's pretty funny.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I
but
figured it out.
yeah, new bug, time loss. You know what to do.
Burn down the whole server. Competition is over. That's the only option.
Uh,
At
but-
least the current CPs above it, it actually works. Like, you can see which checkpoint they're on and when they went through it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the most important, I think. But right now, yeah, only Slider will be in the next rounds. But how it's going behind? Tapo is way too far. He's 13 seconds behind Asuno. That's lots. Uh,
It's going to take a lot. Yeah, and Asno is like 13 seconds, or 4 seconds behind Sizer. That's not 13 seconds, but it is still a pretty long way. And if Sizer doesn't make a mistake, it's going to be plenty.
yeah, but where Hazard? Yeah, he almost finished, and
Yeah, it's gone.
yeah, Seizo is not that far behind. He,
Yeah.
if Hazard just failed, Seizo might be able to overtake him. We'll see, we'll see. Will he fail the finish? I don't see him. Where is he? The hell there. And Hazard finished first. Seizo second, and sadly Asuno and Tapo will be eliminated this round. Who will finish in front of the other? Asuno responds. And Tapo,
Asno?
yeah, he hit the checkpoint. Maybe he has to respond too. Maybe Asuno, by taking the hard way, will be able to finish in front. Does he have the speed? Yeah. And we can see Tarpo going in the water to the end.
It's very sad, isn't it? It's just cruising along underwater, submarine across the line, and finishing off. Either way, hey, it's going to be Hazard versus Sizer for a finish, and Hazard can afford to lose this round, which is crazy. Sizer needs to beat Hazard twice in a row in order to win the cup at this point, which is going to be pretty hard. Time lost is being toxic in chat. Wow.
Yeah.
That's very rude.
Yeah, but it will be the third cup that Hazard wins, so
it's just too many.
Yeah.
That bounce from Hazard is so clean.
Yeah, there's the strat bounce here, but I don't see a lot of players doing it. You can hit bit in between two blocks and have a slowdown, so that's pretty dangerous, I guess. So they're pretty even right now.
Yeah.
Will they be, who will do the first fail? That's the big question of the round. Will Hazard not manage to finish first? Or will he destroy Sizer?
Even if this is close all the way until the end, which, I mean, fair enough, seems pretty unlikely. Sizer had one round earlier on the risky finish where he jumped too far to the right on the first jump and missed the magnet. So ended up like completely flying out. It's part of what cost him more points in an earlier round as well. But since then, I've been watching Sizer go for the risky finish, and he jumps very far to the left as Hazard made the big mistake.
Yeah.
So Sizer is out in front, but just to be aware that Sizer is very, I think you can see it, he is a little bit nervous of the risky fin at the moment when we get there.
Yeah, I will see that, but honestly, you're competing against Hazard right now, so you have to be fully concentrated. It's like he's like I for sure think he's very stressed currently.
He's got like, you know, a pretty big lead right now. He's 2 checkpoints ahead, so like probably still pretty stressed because it wouldn't at this point it'd just be embarrassing to lose this round, but like you know, has to do it again in the next round as well, which is pretty scary.
Yeah, Hazard is 30 seconds behind.
Yep.
So Sizer just has to save everything. He doesn't have to be fast, he just has to save. He has 3 minutes in front of him to save and not fail. I saw him, he almost fell over the ramp. The how do we call that? A rail?
Yeah, the rail. Yeah,
a rail. So he almost fell over, but it's alright. He's still in, didn't fail.
Moment. We'll see. Still plenty of map left. I mean, still only like halfway through the map at the moment, even for Sizer. It's a 5-minute map. That's RPG, right? It's going to take a few seconds to get all the way to the end. And there's a lot of driving to be done. This ice section in particular, we've seen Sizer have some pretty serious struggles here earlier on. This time around looks to have kept the gear pretty cleanly and gets the turnaround as well. And so manages to get through cleanly. It would have been a rough place to fail a second time. And I think that's one of the last points. I mean, there's still some difficult points up ahead, but that, I mean, Sizer, that's not the place you want to file.
Yeah.
But like that ice turn was kind of the last place where I would have been really nervous about like a 30-second time loss from one trick, you know?
Yeah, he has time to fail to respawn. He didn't
Yeah.
fail just before another checkpoint, so that's alright. He didn't lose enough time. Where's Hazard? Is he still 30 seconds behind? Let's see. He
Yeah.
just ended up the ice parts. That's a lot. He is 33 seconds behind, so he lost. He lost time somewhere.
Even more, yeah. Like, because Sizer has respawned on this time, and Hazard remains 30 seconds behind. Sizer, I think, just immediately respawned there. Didn't like the jump that he had taken, and so went for a very early respawn. Second time is looking better. Is going to make the jump this time around, and is still holding on to this lead, but it will be slightly reduced. Look, Sizer has had no really big mistakes just yet, but has had to respawn a couple of times, so it won't be the quickest round we've seen. It's definitely not going to be a new world record, but it should be more than enough still to get to the line in front of Hazard. I said it though at the top. Remember, Sizer is looking a little bit nervous on this risky finish, and when you're nervous already and then you're in a position like this where you have to win 2 rounds in a row and you've been given a good chance, that's when the nerves get even worse. That's when things get very scary.
Yeah, he's at the end. He has 30 second
All he needs to
lead.
do is not fail this jump, exactly.
Yeah, he could even go for the safe thing. Like it will be
True.
alright. He has only actually he only has 20 seconds. Uh,
Oh dear.
that's alright. So
I think he has to go for the safe in anyway. He's not
he
fast
goes,
enough.
yeah, not fast enough.
Oh,
Okay. That's press forward. Well,
oh,
side.
oh Lord.
Where's
Where's
Hazard?
Hazard?
Okay.
Hazard is not even entering the finish yet. No, he's fine.
It's fine, it's fine.
That was. If Hazard had been a little bit closer, then that would have been a photo finish.
Oh yeah, it will be hard. Imagine. And that's the last round of the cup.
Yeah,
This one will be the last one of the cup.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, Sizer got. I don't want to say it was an easy round, right? Obviously, Sizer still drove well, but like, it's rare that Hazard is going to like make 45 seconds plus worth of time loss in the first like minute of the map, you know? And that's pretty much what happened. Like, Sizer was not under a lot of pressure after like 90 seconds in, really. And I don't expect it to happen again. It's going to have to be a lot harder to try and get a win out in this second round.
Yeah, I will see. But Hazard is he's fast. He has some strategies like that are very dangerous. So if he fails, he has to respawn, and that's where Sidezot could win the match and the competition. Maybe he'll send Hazard to a fail. We'll see. He's not that far behind. He could put some pressure on Hazard, but Hazard, he he knows how to handle this pressure. He's good. So he just has to be consistent. Just has to be Hazards, and will he fail or not? For the moment, it's looking great.
Both cars keeping it clean. Hazard just slightly quicker while keeping it clean as well, but it is literally less than a second. It is half a second, and Sizer is catching back up through this section of the track as well. I'm looking forward to the ice sections coming up. I think that's potentially going to be dangerous, but this jump coming up as well has cost players in the past. Looks like they should both be cleanly over the first one and then the second one as well. Sizer is a little bit lower, but both of them are safely through. It's Hazard a little bit slower. Sides are cleanly through though, and both of them will continue on forward. Hazard jumps long on that time, and it won't really make a difference. Both of them are still absolutely neck and neck at the moment.
Yeah, they're so consistent. It's a very great round that we're looking at right now. It's just insane. Those two players are the best players of the map with Asuno, but Asuno sadly isn't there anymore. And they're only a tenth apart from each other, and we are 2 minutes in the map.
It's insane, and I've just
just
seen Hazard's previous trophy, and it's incredible. So you know what? It's fantastic. Just great times all around right now. As Hazard is currently trailing to Sizer, and Time Lost may not have to give this trophy to Hazard yet. Anyways, Sizer might be pulling off the impossible and managing to beat Hazard in back-to-back rounds 1v1 on this map, where Hazard nearly set a new world record earlier in this match as well. The current world record held by Hazard is a 5:03.635, and you can see in the top right, local records, Hazard drove within 13 thousandths of that earlier in this match, and yet Sizer is still ahead in the straight head-to-head race right now, with no mistakes from either driver. Sizer has a seconds lead.
Yeah, and we saw Hazard having some very dangerous lines. He was like a millimeter, a pixel away from not managing to go to the next checkpoint, and he did, and still Sizer is gaining some time on him. He is gaining point 0.3, point 0.5 at the checkpoints, and we'll see on the ice parts.
Ice. Oh.
Oh, looking great for both
Oh.
players, yeah. They both
Oh.
managed to do it, Hazard a bit less
Yeah.
smoothly, but he made it.
He got very close to losing his grip there.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he had dropped the gear there for a second before the car managed to catch on and get him up that hill. But both of them do make it through cleanly, and that's over halfway through the map now with still no mistakes. Hazard takes the wide line. Sizer goes inside, and that means Hazard again dropping a little bit more time as Sizer continues to extend this lead. And Hazard is going to need to pull something out to try and catch back up or hope for the mistake. That's a cleaner exit from that jump for Hazard. Maybe that'll close the gap a little bit, but not by much. It's still very quick from Sizer.
Yeah, and we are going on the high slide on the right. High slide, it's looking great for both players. Will Hazard have enough speed? Sizer respawn!
Sizer respawned!
Sizer respawn,
Oh.
no! Oh, that's
Sizer
sad.
had to respawn there last time as well. That's almost the exact same way that he had to respawn on that jump. The second time around, Sizer does make it through the jump, but Hazard now has a full 9 seconds of a lead, it looks like, and that is going to potentially be enough to get Hazard all the way across the line, very close to the end of the map now. Very difficult to fail from these parts, at least, you know, not for me, but for these players based on how they've been driving so far tonight. And I think that's it. I think Hazard has done it, but credit to Sizer for making it so close.
Yeah, he was ahead from the biggest part of the map, the hardest checkpoint he was ahead, and one slide broke everything, but hey, that's still the hard thing.
Mm.
Yeah, we'll see.
Look, that's Trackmania 2 player on ice. It wasn't fair, you know?
Yeah, Hazard had the magnet here, the little transition, and he's making it, and that's a great game. What race! What a last round! Oh my god!
Wait a second. Wait, did he just set a new world record by a couple of seconds? Is that what's just happened there?
Oh my god!
Just to be clear,
Yeah!
he just set a second and a half ahead of the world record. Damn it. That's insane. And Sizer was a second ahead of him up until checkpoint 18, up until that ice slide. That's crazy. What an incredible final round. Legitimately so impressive from both players.
Yeah, yes, it was an insane. Like, I don't have words.
Yeah,
We're ending on a world record from Hazard with an insane clean run from both players. Last round of
Listen,
the cup.
I think that if Sizer can beat Hazard's like if Sizer holds the world record by the end of next week, Hazard should have to give him the trophy instead.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty clear. Sizer can drive like world record pace. So, you know, if they keep hunting the map for a week and Sizer gets the world record, he deserves the trophy instead. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, he'll see with Hazard. I don't know. We don't even know what to print. Because they didn't even talk about the lore of the map. Because
There was lore?
yeah, I mean it's so it's called the freezing core because as you can see the only thing that isn't frozen actually is the core of the map. So it's because it's freezing, and we're pushing to the center of the map, and that's why it's the freezing core. It's
Yeah, it turns into dirt there, and
yeah.
it's nice and warm. Or it's dirt and ice in the middle. I don't remember. It's whatever. I definitely haven't just watched this map for an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah. What do I think about the mode in the cup? I think they're great. Honestly, I really enjoy it. I will probably try and play one of these at some point. I've kind of half been meaning to. Now I definitely want to. The issue just being that I'm bad, don't have as much time to practice, and I don't know how my Sundays look a lot of the time. But I'd love to play it at some point, absolutely.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to play. Like when we did the tests of the mods, we're like 5 to 10, and it was very fun. Even if you don't win, like it's just fun to play.
Yeah.
So
Like I said, I genuinely really like playing RPG. Like it's it is probably my favorite style of map. So, just because I like watching things, and RPG is a really good style to play while like watching something else.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But yeah, I
So
think I probably have to leave.
yeah, you have a competition coming.
Yeah, I'll be over doing the closed qualifier or LCS broadcast this afternoon for Wild,
Uh,
but
insane.
I have a bit of time to prepare for that, but that'll be fun.
Yeah, on which channel is it? Is it
Huh?
on your
Oh,
channel?
which channel? It'll be probably. I'm actually. I don't listen. I don't know where. I just show up and talk into a Discord call, and people put me. It'll be either on the wild underscore GG channel, or it might be on Uncle Billy's channel. Because that's if they're playing a bigger tournament in a different game. But I don't know. Keep an eye on Twitter. That's probably the easiest way to find me at any point.
Yeah. Go on follow Twitter, Nualox Twitter. I don't even know how to pronounce your name, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I know.
Uh,
It's not your fault. I shouldn't have used an Irish name. It's okay. Don't worry.
Okay, it's okay. So thanks a lot, Nua, for coming and casting this cup. It was insane.
Yeah, anytime. I'd love to come back sometime.
Yeah, but so next month actually, which
Yeah.
is because it's a monthly RPG cup.
I noticed that the Wikipedia pages haven't been updated since December, so I'm gonna be going and doing some chasing.
Ah, nice. Oh,
Yep.
perfect.
We'll sort
Uh,
that out.
yeah, so thank you a lot for coming. Thank to everyone that played the cup. Uh,
Yep.
just bravo.
Yeah, congrats. I mean, genuinely, again, like what an incredible final that we had just there. Like sides are managing to win the first round and then coming so close in the second round. Fantastic.
Yeah, it was insane. And to everyone that came on the casts, thank you. And see you next month for the next edition of the monthly RPG Cups. Keep your eyes on the Discord to know what will be the little trophy that Hazard will get. And see you in a month.
Bye.